about to go up the Shropshire Union Canal. We came down through Wolverhampton yesterday. It's rather unlovely around Wolverhampton, and we decided not to moor up there. It's noisy and not very pretty. And we came down 21 locks, so we are very tired today, but we're excited to get onto the Shropshire. Anyway, we're in a queue. There's a tiny stop lock to get onto the Shropshire. Stop lock, as this one's got about 6 inches drop, and it used to be in the old days to stop one canal company from taking water from the other. So I'm just about to start off and up we go. We've been really looking forward to this because the whole of the Shropshire is very rural, so we're going to be out in the country now. That's the full lock, and that's where it's got to go down to. There's almost no difference. But this was the reason they had it. This was the old toll house. Annoyingly, the lock gate won't open properly and it's got metal down its front, so we're having to come out at a snail's pace so we don't scratch the boat all down the side. Just as we leave the junction and head out into the countryside, there's a police hunt going on for a boy and a girl. We haven't seen them, and I don't think they can find them, so I don't know what they've been up to. They've been spotted by a dog walker hiding out down here. Well, I'm not sure they're going to find them. There's too many places to hide here. Hiya. Morning. Thank you. Well, we're day 2 of the Shropshire now, and it's as rural as we hoped, or at least it is this morning. Yesterday we came up through a town spelt Breward but pronounced Brood. A bit bougie though, sort of held together with a gift shop and a hairdresser's, you know. And then we've just been to I can't remember the name of the place, the next little town along, which had an amazing garage by the side of the road and the canal. Very cheap diesel, fantastic owner, so friendly. They've had it since 1954. Before, I mean, the canal wasn't even being used then. There was one boat coming down with milk powder to Cadbury in Birmingham, but his dad took it over, and because all his mates had narrowboats, they started selling red diesel on the canal side, and it's developed from there. All along here you can see the edge of the canal, and it's the famous Shropshire shelf. It looks like you can moor up there, but when you get there, there's a shelf running horizontal that the boat bangs against, and so when you come on this canal you have to have little fenders made from those sort of solid wheelbarrow wheels so that they can sit horizontally and stop you banging in there. But so far we've found plenty of other mooring spots. You can see over there countryside all around. It's quite flat, and they've built the canal in quite straight pieces so you can just sit there and point the boat and go. So driving's quite easy. You can moor up and have no one around you. We did last night. So quiet, it was fantastic. And it looks like there's some other really interesting bits and bobs. I've been told about a pub called the the Anchor in Shebden. The bloke from the diesel garage said that we must go there, so we're aiming to get there for tomorrow night. And there's a market in Market Drayton on Saturday, so we're hoping to be there for then because there's no shops around here, so won't get food anywhere else. So it's all going just as we hoped so far. There's an awful lot of trees down today from some heavy rain we had yesterday, and a bit of a problem ahead. I think that the back of their boat is stuck on the bank and we can't go back and we can't go forward, and there's another boat behind. So Henry's gone up to the front to see if he can assist. By the time we arrived, they'd been here for a while and got themselves in a bit of a pickle, and the poor bloke, who was obviously feeling responsible, was very frazzled. So they started by trying to rock the boat back and forth, and then she chucked the rope over to Henry, but of course as soon as he started pulling, it just pulled our boat towards them. So although the boat behind had tried to pull them off backwards unsuccessfully, we thought we'd give it another go, and I came up along behind them and we tied up to their stern. Didn't move.
Road, is that alright? Okay,
yeah, Henry, we'll try to pull them back.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's try it.
Right, I'm coming forward.
So you're going to try and get some... Yeah, get some nuts on the side. Back!
Yeah, okay.
Can you come past?
Yeah, if you come past, and then we're going to go out and pull that way.
So we need to go back towards that.
Well, the trouble with pulling forward is it can make it worse, but that might be necessary, I don't know, but we're going to try and pull them out first.
Thank you. Thanks for your help.
Sorry. Right. So I'm going to head over that way then.
Oh, see. Okay. Hang on.
Oh, you got everything?
Keep going.
Yes. We've done it.
Well done, thank you.
Right, now you've got to get from this boat to that boat.
Just don't get into that side again.
Okay. Can you jump up in there? Is that good?
Thank you very much.
Okay, chaps. Well, with our good deed for the day done, we continued on and we came up to Bridge 39. And this is supposed to have a ghost of a hairy monkey man. He's been seen a few times, but we didn't see him. Tonight being Friday, we are off to the pub, and we've heard whispers from a few people along the canal about one called the Anchor, which is back that way about a mile. And it's been there for many a long year and is supposed to be completely unspoiled. So we're going to go and check it out and see what it's like. It's a nice evening. It's been raining, but it's stopped now. So we're going to cycle down on a rather uncut towpath. We're going to get wet legs, but I don't mind that. Go and see what it's like. Oh, and here we are. Well, it's a very old signpost, that's for sure. Ooh.
If I want to go to our local pub, people don't have a pint of beer. Excuse me? Cheeky bugger.
Right, this is a funny old place. There's no music, so next door's conversations is the entertainment for the evening. But it's a really cute place. I think you can camp over the back there as well. And then the canal is down there. Well, after leaving that pub, we came back to the boat and along to the next bridge because we're going to check out another pub called the Haberdashers. But unfortunately, on the way, we found a floating pigeon, and pigeons can't swim. And I think it's still alive, and I can't deal with birds. So Henry's going to try and rescue it. We haven't got anything with us. It looks very resigned to its situation. It's not flapping or panicking, but it's definitely still alive. But it might have been there for some time. Is it definitely alive? Ooh. Is it responding?
Yeah, I just hope it's gonna grab the branch.
It's probably really tired, isn't it? Oh, it's coming out. Oh, well done.
There you
Whoa. Oh, well done. Oh, fantastic. Well, we'll just leave it and he can dry out and sort himself out. We'll see if he's there on the way back. This was inside the Dashers. All sorts of knickknacks, oil lamps, armchairs, and a main room where everyone sat and chatted together. It was like going to someone's house.
What's the password?
It's oxide sift max.
How do you spell that?
Don't forget the underscore.
All in
No,
one
it's not
letter?
an
All small
underscore,
letters?
It's a middle dash.
This is the best pub ever. They've just pulled the curtains in there. It's like, well, I say this in the nicest possible way, but if I said Royston Vasey, then some of you would know what I meant. And it was up this road from Bridge 45, if you're on the Shroppy. I can't even really describe the place, but we bought a round. One of the rounds came to £4. It's like going back in time, except there was some. Oh, they have biker rallies here, and all sorts. It's an absolute gem. This place, you've got to come if you're around this area because there's nothing else like it anywhere. The thing about going out at night on your bike to find a pub is then you have to find your way back to the boat down some very dark leafy paths. That over there is a factory, and I think it was the one that used to send milk powder by narrowboat down to Cadbury's at Bourneville. I don't know what they make these days, if it still does that. Anyway, we've got to go down there, try to find the boat. We couldn't, it was too dark to see last night whether the pigeon had recovered, and we left him along here somewhere. So I'm hoping that we don't see him. Ah, I think it was there. Yep. He's definitely gone. Well, that's good to know. We're going through a beautiful cutting with foxgloves growing out of the side of the walls. It's very narrow. There's only room for one boat. It's like we're in an emerald forest. It's really beautiful. It's enchanting in here. Well, I think I will finish this video here so that it doesn't run on too long. They've got a habit of doing that. I cut loads out, but I'm aware that if they go on for longer than 15 or 20 minutes, they're not going to get watched. So we have stopped tonight at Market Drayton and we've come on to Audlem, where I'll start the next video. And we've loved this canal so far, and we particularly liked our night out at the Dashers. That's one that will stick in the memory. So I'll say bye for now. Have a good week everyone, and see you on the next video. Bye for now.